Welcome everyone back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Everybody knows the drill. Pull up a seat, sit down, and let us talk about this book right here, okay? So I'm Leanne, and this is a review for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime 2, Volume 2, Book 2, whatever you want to call it, 2. The author is Fuse, illustrated by Mitzvah, and the series is called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. So we're going to read the back for the summary. It has the super slime met his match. Rimru's new life is going pretty well, all things considered. With a diverse population of hobgoblins, dwarves, and direwolves, his little village in the forest of Jura is developing to a respectable, peaceful settlement until a team of ogres attacks. Not only that, but a horde of orcs has been terrorizing the local races, and if they can't stop, Rimru's home could be next. The cushiony chief himself is no slouch, of course, but he'll need more than reincarnation bonuses to deal with this. So, your first character is, of course, Rimru Tempest, leader of the Great Forest of Jura Alliance, leader of his village and slime, an all-around good guy. What they don't get in the anime, which I've watched, is all the technical details that go into how he got all of his powers and how he got all of the clothes and the buildings and how all of the armor and weaponry was created over the course of this one, which is part of the first season of it. So it's really nice to see the technical side, to see all the details of how the world is fleshed out. I really enjoyed that part of it. So then you have Veldora Tempest, which of course he's referenced a lot in this. The Storm Dragon, one of the very few true dragons in existence. Then you have Rigard. Now, Rigard is the elder chief of the goblins and the hobgoblins, and goblinas of the village Rimru creates. He keeps the local government together, so he's like the top tier right below Rimuru. Then you have Rigger, who is Rigard's grandson, I think it is, or son. And he is head of the security team. Then you got Rongo, who is a Tempest Storm Wolf. He evolves to a Tempest Star Storm Wolf in this one. So he's like a horse. He's used like a horse by Rimuru because Rimuru rides him all the time, everywhere. And he stays in Rimuru's shadow, like instantly in his shadow. Gopta, he's a lucky hobgoblin that does not seem to die. He is Rigger's right-hand man, part of the security team for the village. Then you have Kaijin, who is a dwarf. He's a blacksmith that is world-renowned. You have Garm, the dwarf. He's an armor crafter. You have Dole, the intricate handiwork crafter for them, which is also, you know, buildings and such. No, he's the clothing person. And he's the clothing person. Mildo, who is the architect art servant, he's also a dwarf. They're all four dwarves. You have Lilina. She's the goblin lord, a manager of inventory for completed goods. You have Rugard, who is a minister of justice. I think he's either the minister of justice, legislation, or administration. Rigard, which is also one of those three, and then Rogard is also one of them. I don't know which one they are, but it just says that those three are the ministers for justice, legislation, and administrations, respectively, but it doesn't tell you which one they are. Haruna is close, so is close together. And then you meet the new people in this, who are extremely new to it. They start off in this one. Yeah, Bidimara, one of the 6 ogres that survived their village massacre. He evolved into an ogre mage and became the official samurai general, which is the military leader for the village. You have Shuna, one of the 6 ogres, of course. She evolved into an ogre mage as well and became the official oracle. You know, someone who predicts the future and helps out with that kind of divine stuff, as well as the head of creating clothes, because she's very good at it. You have Hakuru. He's also an ogre who evolved into an ogre mage. He is the official instructor He instructs the new people, he instructs people on how to fight. Then you have Shion. She is one of the 6 ogres, and she evolved into an ogre mage as well, and became the official royal guard and secretary to Rimuru because she dubbed herself that. He likes it anyways because she's got big boobas, and he likes that. Soe, one of the 6 ogres that survived the village massacre, he evolved into an ogre mage and became the official covert agent, basically a spy, because he can make 6 of himself and go out there and just spy on everything and anyone. Kurobe, one of the 6 ogres that survived the village massacre, he evolved into an ogre mage and became the official swordsmith. Now, according to Rimuru, Shuna and Shion became babes. Shion became a babe. Shuna became a cutie. Benimaru and Soe became hot-looking guys. Akuro looks like an old noble gentleman, and Kurobe looks average. You have Abel. He's, at the end of this, the newly named chief of the Lizardmen. He entered into the Great Jurist Alliance after being saved by Rimuru and the Ogre Mages, as well as his cool people, all of his people, the Lizardmen. Gabel, he was a named Lizardman, son of the chief that was named by Gelmud. His role was to be eaten by Geld 1, and I'll just explain why we have a Geld 1. That did not happen as Rimuru saved him. But yeah, he was tried to take over as the new chief. And he did, but that's treason. So when Abel was saved and released, Gabiru in the anime was exiled, and his friends went with him, and they went back to Rimuru to work for Rimuru. You have Gelmud, a Majin who was working for Clayman. He was eaten by Geld 1 to become the Orc Disaster, Orc Lord, or Orc Demon. He was naming all kinds of people. He named the first rigger, he named Gabil, he named Geld. I'm sure he's named others, but they've all died. I tried naming one of the ogres, and they all just said, no, we don't need names. You're not someone we want to be our master. No? Like, no, we don't want you to be our master. So, no. Trainee, she is a dryad of the Forest of Jura. She sought out Rimuru to end the Orc Lord because she didn't want him coming and destroying the Forest of Jura, which is her domain. With the treants that they can't move. Laplace, he is part of the Moderate Harlequin Alliance, and he works under Clayman because Clayman and them are trying to get back their Chaos Lord, I guess. Geld 1 is the Orc Disaster that was named by Gelmud. He, with plans to become the Orc Lord, he actually killed Gelmud and then ate him to become the Demon Lord, which was the Orc Disaster. And then it was a fight between him and Rimuru, and Rimuru predation kind of won and ate him, and he took on the sins of Geld 1, so that way Geld would die happy, because Geld didn't really want to do what he was doing, but he was trying to do it to save his people. And Rimuru's like, I'll save your people. I'll take their sins too. Don't worry about it. Geld 2, which from the next one on will be just Geld. He is an orc general that Rimuru named to be the leader of people. Now, there's a bunch of them. He named 150,000 orcs, okay? And he named them in a weird way, but he named them in a way, because you got yellows, you got greens, you've got mountain, ocean, river, forest, by name, numbers. Your 1, your forest 1, forest 2, forest 3, forest 4, forest 5, forest 6, forest 7, forest 8. Like, he named a lot of them. Clayman, the last one introduced, really, is a demon lord that wants the souls of 10,000 humans in order to become a true demon. At least that's what Rimuru's thought about for now. Or it seems like it, because, I mean, like, tried to kill off hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah. So, my favorite character was Shuna, because she is a passive-aggressive and cute because of it, because she passively-aggressively fights with Shion over holding Rimuru, because they both like Rimuru and want to be, you know, up close and personal with him. My most disliked character was Gelmud for his despicable plotting of trying to create a demon lord with the ending of other people's that he's killed, which he had to name every couple of months because it takes a lot of magic skills out of him. Which, of course, Rimuru could do it in like 3 days, and like come back in 3 days. He had lots of months before he came back. What's it as memorable? How far Clayman has gone to get what he wants, using monsters and throwing them away when they are no longer useful. That includes Gelmud, the Majin. My favorite passage from the story is, they saw this as a place of peace, our place of peace. A true town of monsters, and it was finally here. We're talking about the Great Forest of Jura Alliance, which is basically a kingdom being created by Rimuru for monsters. Just monsters. I mean, humans are welcome to live there, obviously, but it's mainly for monsters to live in peace. But they're going to be friendly with humans because Rimuru wants them to be friendly. My favorite quote, the great thing to fear is not a competent enemy, but an incompetent ally. Rimuru was referring to Gabil in this because Gabil was incompetent of being a leader because he didn't have the leadership qualities that was necessary at the time that he tried to become a leader. So you can see that. What I thought about the ending of the book. Tempest is not a recognized monster nation by the Dryads. And that's kind of, well, Tempest is a recognized monster nation by the Dryads at the end. I don't know why there's a knot in there. That's a terrible thing. Really, guys? Really? And I think that's a great thing because, I mean, like, yes, the Dryads and the Treants recognize it as a monster nation and it's going to blossom. Rimuru is getting more powerful and his people are leveling up with him. Like, the ogres becoming ogre mages, the hobgoblins being better. Like, Gapta is able to sit there and fight. He beat Gabil. He beat a lizardman without any help. He literally threw Spitter, did shadow motion, which is going into somebody's shadow and then popping out of another shadow, and knocked Gabil out with a well-aimed kick to a part of his neck that was not protected by armor. Like, wonderful, Gabil. The ogre mages are awesome. Like, I love them. Okay. Benmar with his cool flame, Zoe with his I can do covert stuff, Hakuto, and the old guy that's gonna beat you up, Shion being like, I'm here for you, Rimuru, let me give you food. That kills you. Poisons you. And Shion's like, I can make these clothes. I don't want to wear nothing tacky on me. I cannot wait to read the next book in this series to find out what happens to Rimuru in his little nation of monsters. It seems to be growing at a steady rate. What book did it remind me of? Nothing but the first book in the series, because I've never really read isekai stories before. This book, as you know, is part of a series called Atamaka Reincarnated Slime, and it has 20 novels currently with 2 more planned. A manga series is being made, and an anime series with currently 3 seasons and 2 movies being made so far. So we'll see that sessions instead of seasons, and that's a terrible thing. Here we go. I rate this a 5 because Rimuru is my bestest line that just wants to get along with everyone. He doesn't want no war. He doesn't want nobody dying. He just wants everybody to get along. So if you think this deserves a like, comment, or even your lovely subscription, you can drop it down below. I will see you next illusion.